Ethan. Well, it's a really interesting relationship. I don't think it's not unlike most, sister-in-laws. But on the other hand, I met both of them at the same time. But I don't spend that much time with Ethan because Joel spends so much time with him. So I don't know him that well. I know him deeply as a brother-in-law, but they work together all day. Joel comes home and Ethan goes home to his family. So we usually see each other in places like this. We get together at film festivals and on holidays. And so it's kind of like any other normal relationship. When we're working together, it's pretty much like it was the first time. I think that they spoiled me for most working experiences in the fact that the collaboration that they have with everyone on a set is so specific and so much about filmmaking. And so my working relationship with Ethan is pretty much the same as it has been since Blood Simple. They do everything together, and you can always ask. They're not completely interchangeable, I know that for sure. But in terms of working together, whoever you find first can answer the question that you need answered.
Prego, qui davanti.
Salve, Catelo Masuro, per l'ingegnere, siamo sempre noi, giornalisti, siamo sempre molto incuriositi da questi, sodalizi che sono sia artistici e sia meta-artistici, e quindi anche in qualche modo sulla difficoltà, no, di mantenere, questi così a lungo questi rapporti in un mestiere che non è un mestiere ordinario, è un mestiere abbastanza straordinario. Quindi per esempio non c'è mai il sentimento della gelosia, non so, quando magari Francis si trova con Sean Penn in un film del nostro Sorrentino o in altre occasioni, eccetera. Tutto è liscio, tutto va bene?
Well, yeah, it's an interesting question, but one I think that would occur, I don't know quite how to put this. This is a question that I think would occur more to people who don't actually practice the craft of making movies than those who do. Because if you actually know what goes on in terms of the process of how these things get constructed, no, I'm not jealous. You're aware that it's a job you go in to do, and you're aware of what dynamics on the set can lead to other things, but you also know essentially what the job is when somebody's on screen romantically involved with another character. It's make-believe, and your job is to sort of make that make-believe believable as the real thing to an audience, but you can see what happens behind the curtain. So I think the simple answer to that is no. The business imposes other sort of challenges to a relationship, I think, but they have more to do with the sort of exigencies of time, things Fred mentioned earlier, the fact that you have to spend a lot of time apart, the fact that you have to manage a home life which doesn't conform to sort of a normal schedule, long absences, that sort of thing. But in terms of one or the other of us going off and spending a lot of time, or being involved sort of as a part with another partner, no, that doesn't happen.
He's smarter than that. But we both are. But I have to say, if anything, there hasn't been jealousy in terms of other women, other people. It's more, it's not jealousy, it's envy. There have been periods of our time together in our relationship where I've really envied the power that Joel has because his work is self-generated. He doesn't have to wait for someone else to give him a job. He has to wait for someone else to give him the money to make a film, perhaps. But My job was always about waiting for someone to give me the job, to give me the work. And I would envy his being able to start that process sooner. Now that I'm starting to produce, I understand that there's a lot more to that than meets the eye. It's a lot more difficult.